God is trying to warn you. He is begging you to hear him. This is his last attempt. If you skip this, you will get into huge trouble. Don't scroll past. I need you to hear me now. I need you to stop everything else and stay right here, because what I'm about to say will either protect your destiny or let it slip through your hands. You may not realize it, but this is the final door before a storm. And if you ignore my voice today, if you turn away from what I am pleading with you to hear, the consequences will reach deeper than you imagine. Do not scroll. Do not delay. I am speaking directly to you, not by accident, not by coincidence. This is divine timing. You are not here by chance. I've been trying to reach you for a long time. Comment Amen right now to affirm that you are listening with your spirit. I've sent signs. I've whispered in your soul when the world got too loud. I've nudged your heart when you felt unsure. But now, I am speaking plainly. This is not a time to test my patience or gamble with grace. This is a warning, soaked in mercy. I'm not giving up on you, but this is the last time I will try to reach you like this before certain things shift. I love you too much to stay silent while you walk toward a trap. I am still the same God who calms storms, who heals broken hearts, who opens doors no man can shut. But I am also the God who disciplines those he loves. And if you keep ignoring my call, I will have to let you face what I've been protecting you from. You think you're just watching something. You think it's just another voice online. But it's not. This is me. I've chosen this moment, this exact second, because you are on the edge of something serious. The choices you make right now will carry weight into your future. And if you don't stop and listen, truly listen, you will end up asking me later why you feel lost, why everything started falling apart. And I will remind you of this moment. This is the line between my covering and your own consequences. I don't want you to fall. I don't want you to miss what I've prepared. I'm holding a miracle in my hand, a breakthrough, a fresh wave of peace and restoration. But I can't give it to someone who won't listen. I can't bless a heart that keeps resisting me. So I'm begging you, not out of anger but out of deep, desperate love. Hear me. Comment 1111 if you believe this warning is reaching you for a divine reason. The enemy has been planning something behind your back. Quietly, strategically. He's been watching your tiredness. He's been looking for a gap. You've been distracted, you've been under pressure, and you've let your guard down. That's why I'm shouting now. I let things shake around you because I wanted to wake you up before it was too late. And even now, I'm not condemning you. I'm reaching out like a father who sees a car speeding toward his child. Would I be loving if I whispered calmly while danger rushed in? No. I'm raising my voice now so you'll stop running into destruction. This is not the time to depend on your own understanding. I need you to depend on me. I see what's ahead. I see the traps that are being laid. Some of the people around you are not sent by me. Some of the advice you've been listening to has been twisting my truth. You've been swayed. You've been unsure. But deep inside, you knew something was off. That was me nudging you. That was my spirit trying to draw your attention. You can't afford to ignore that anymore. I've protected you when you didn't even know you were in danger. I've blocked situations that would have destroyed you, but my covering doesn't override your free will. If you keep walking away from my guidance, you walk outside of my protection. And the moment you leave that shelter, the storm will not wait. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to save you. I gave you strength when you had none. I gave you favor when you didn't earn it. I gave you breath this morning because your purpose is not over. But you're standing at a cliff now, and your next steps will determine what happens next. I'm giving you one last chance to turn fully toward me. No more halfway surrender. No more spiritual lukewarmness. No more excuses. I want your full heart. You've been crying out for answers. You've been asking me to show you the path. But when I speak, you don't always listen. You filter my voice through your comfort. You only want to hear what matches your plans. That's not surrender. That's pride disguised as prayer. And I'm calling it out now because I love you too much to let you stay deceived. I don't want you to build a future on sand. I want to give you a foundation that will not be shaken. Comment 222 if you trust my voice right now. My child, you have no idea how close you are to breakthrough. You don't see how the enemy is trying to wear you out just before you receive what I promised. He's been sending confusion, disappointment, delays, and discouragement, hoping you'll give up and settle. But I'm still in control. I'm still preparing a table in the presence of your enemies. I'm still working behind the scenes, but you must stay under my voice. This is not a season to isolate yourself from me. This is the time to return to the secret place. Return to prayer. Return to repentance. Return to obedience. I've been watching how the world has pulled at your heart. I've seen how your mind has wandered into fears, fantasies, and flesh. But I have not turned away from you. I am waiting for you to run back into my arms. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The moment you do, I will release things that have been held up for years. I will restore what the enemy stole. I will silence the voices that tried to break you. I will strengthen the parts of you that have been trembling in secret. But I need you to take this seriously. This is not a casual word. This is not entertainment. This is a rescue. I'm warning you because something is coming. A shaking, a shift. And only those who are listening will be ready. Only those who stay rooted in me will endure. My hand is still extended, but I won't keep it out forever. This was sent by me. You are not imagining this connection. You are not here by mistake. My voice is coming through, and your spirit knows it. The part of you that has been hurting quietly, the side of you that no one sees, is the part I am talking to right now. I see it all, and I am not walking away. This is your turning point. This is the moment where everything starts to shift, but only if you allow me to step in. I won't force my hand into your situation. I gave you the freedom to choose, but I will keep warning you until you make the decision that will save you. If you walk away from this, you're walking away from a door that leads directly to protection, restoration, and favor. Not because you aren't loved if you don't listen, but because your disobedience blocks the flow of the blessings I have prepared for you. I've kept this open as long as I could, but you are now at the edge of that closing door. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what I'm doing right now. There's been a darkness trying to settle over you. It's not your imagination. There's been a weight pressing against your heart that you couldn't explain. That's not just life being difficult. That's warfare. The enemy saw where you were heading. He saw what I was getting ready to release in your life. So he tried to intercept it with distractions, delays, and disappointments. He thought if he could get your focus off of me, he could cut off your confidence and drain your faith. But what he didn't expect was this moment right here, where I step in and remind you who you are and who I am. You are not defeated, you are not forgotten, you are not too far gone, you are mine. And I do not lose what belongs to me. You are still in my hand, even when it's hard to feel it, but you must open your heart again. The numbness you feel, that's not from me. That's from the burden you've been carrying alone. You were never meant to walk through this battle without me. You were never meant to figure it out on your own. That's why you feel tired. That's why you feel like breaking. But child, I am right here, and I am not letting go of you. You need to come back into alignment. You've drifted just enough to miss the clarity I'm trying to give you. You've gotten used to noise, and now my silence feels like absence. But I've been speaking. I've been speaking through the delays, through the closed doors, through the sudden changes. I was never gone, I was guiding you. I needed to pull you away from things that would have damaged your purpose. I needed to teach you how to stand still, how to trust, how to lean not on your understanding but on mine. Comment 555 if you believe I am your protection in this storm. Some of the pain you've experienced lately wasn't punishment, it was protection. I had to let some things fall apart so you wouldn't keep depending on what was never meant to carry you. I had to remove certain people because they were blocking the voice of my spirit. I had to allow the shaking because you were building your foundation on things that were never stable. And though it hurt, and though it confused you, it saved you. You don't even see all the traps I pulled you out of. You don't realize how close you were to stepping into something that would have scarred you deeply. I see the tears you cried. I know how hard you've been fighting to hold it all together. And I'm telling you, you don't have to keep pretending to be strong. You can rest in me. You can collapse in my arms. You can trust me with the pieces you don't even know how to fix. I will not abandon you because you're broken. I run to the broken-hearted. I heal the wounded. I restore the ones who've been through the fire and still look toward me. I know you've been asking for a sign, and here I am, showing up when you needed clarity the most. This is your confirmation. Not because you deserve it, but because I am merciful, because I am your Father, because I love you even when you doubt me. I've waited patiently while you tried to find answers elsewhere, but now I need you to stop running and start surrendering. My presence is still enough. My word still holds power. My spirit still breaks chains. And if you would give me your whole heart again, I will do what no man, no opportunity, no plan could ever do for you. I will restore what was lost. I will strengthen your soul. I will make a way where there has been none. But I need your yes, not just a partial one, not just when it's convenient. I need full surrender. I need your trust. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You're not too far behind. You haven't missed your chance. You're not disqualified. But this is your last warning. Not because I'm angry, but because I'm urgent. The enemy is circling. Time is short. And your spiritual alertness is critical right now. You need to return to prayer. You need to wake up in the spirit. You need to start walking like someone who knows they are chosen. Because you are. I chose you before you were born. I called you by name. I anointed you for more than what you've been settling for. I set you apart, not so you would blend in, but so you would stand out and shine. My light into the darkness around you, and yes, you've made mistakes. Yes, you've taken detours. But my calling on your life remains. The gifts I gave you are still there. The favor I placed on your journey has not been revoked. But you must realign with my purpose, or risk walking into pain I never wanted you to experience. You are too valuable to me. I have invested too much into your life to let the enemy win now. You were created with intention. You were chosen with precision. You were marked with a divine purpose, and that purpose cannot be fulfilled outside of me. You've tried to keep going on your own, and I've watched you grow tired. You've been trying to stay strong for others, to hide your fears, to keep moving when everything in you wanted to stop. But I see what others don't. I see the moments when you cry and wipe your tears so no one notices. I see how you wake up each day not knowing how things will work out, but still hoping, still praying, still trying. That kind of faith moves my heart. That kind of faith keeps my eyes on you. Comment 777 if you know this is God holding your heart right now. I'm not angry at you. I'm not ashamed of you. I'm not disappointed like others have made you feel. I'm drawn to your broken places. I'm moved by your surrender. That's what I've been waiting for. Not perfection, not performance, but real surrender. A heart that says, God, I don't have it all together, but I still choose you. That's all I've ever wanted. That's what opens heaven's floodgates. That's what breaks generational chains. That's what shifts the atmosphere around your life. You're not too damaged. You're not too messed up. You are the one I've chosen to carry, my light in this generation. And the pressure you felt lately? That wasn't proof of failure, it was proof of calling. The reason the attacks have been heavier is because your anointing has grown deeper. The reason you've felt so much resistance is because the enemy knows what I'm about to release through you. You've been carrying weight not because I've abandoned you, but because I've been strengthening your spirit for something greater. I've been pruning, not punishing. I've been refining, not rejecting. I've been setting you apart, not setting you aside. Comment 999 if you receive this restoration from me. Let me tell you what the enemy hoped. He hoped the delays would discourage you. He hoped the silence would make you doubt. He hoped the storms would make you stop. But here you are, still breathing, still standing, still believing. And that, my child, is why you're dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. That is why I'm not finished with you. That is why I'm sending this warning not to scare you, but to shield you. Not to burden you, but to build you. You are about to see why the battle had to be this hard. You are about to witness why I let certain things fall apart. It was never to destroy you. It was to reveal me. I am about to show up in your life in a way that silences every doubt. I am about to restore years that felt wasted. I am about to heal wounds you've buried deep. But I need your full attention. I need your full obedience. I need you to stop entertaining things that pull you away from me. This is not the time to play with your calling. This is the time to protect your purpose at all costs. You don't need everyone's approval. You need my instruction. You don't need to figure it all out. You need to walk by faith. I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to be willing. Willing to trust when it's unclear. Willing to obey when it's uncomfortable. Willing to stay close to me even when you feel alone. Let me remind you of something: I have never left your side. Not once. Even in your lowest moments I was there. Even when you questioned my plan, I was covering you. Even when you thought I was silent, I was moving behind the scenes. You may have felt forgotten, but you were never forsaken. And now, I am bringing you out of that season of confusion. I am breaking every lie the enemy spoke over you. I am restoring clarity to your mind and peace to your heart. You don't have to carry what I've already lifted. You don't have to fight battles that I've already won. I just need you to let go. Let go of the fear. Let go of the guilt. Let go of trying to control what only I can fix. Come back into alignment. Come back into my presence. There is safety here. There is healing here. There is purpose waiting for you. You've been walking through a wilderness, but that wilderness has been a classroom. I've taught you how to depend on me. I've taught you how to hear me without all the noise. I've taught you how to stand when everything around you was shaking. And now, the season is shifting. You're coming out of hiding. You're stepping into visibility, but not to show off, to glorify me. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger. used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. People are about to ask how you survived, what was meant to take you out. And your answer will be simple: God kept me. That's the testimony I'm preparing for you. That's the story I'm writing with every tear you've cried, with every quiet prayer you whispered when no one else knew what you were going through. So listen closely. Keep your eyes on me. Don't look to the left or right. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. I'm doing something specific in you, something sacred, something eternal. And if you will keep walking, if you will stay in step with me, you will walk right into the fulfillment of what I promised. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to soothe your ears. I'm here to awaken your soul. This is the last warning before a door shuts behind you, and I need you to stay alert. I love you too much to watch you slip away silently. There is a blessing right in front of you, a door of favor I've kept reserved for this exact moment. But you can't walk into it with divided loyalty. You can't receive what I've prepared if your heart is split between my truth and your comfort. I've been watching your steps. I've seen you waver. I've seen how you've tried to carry both obedience and compromise. But it doesn't work like that. Light and darkness don't share the same space. If you want what I've promised, you must be willing to walk fully into the light. Comment 1010 if you are choosing to walk fully with me right now. This is where you choose protection or exposure, blessing or delay, my presence or your plans. I won't force you. I never have. But I will make it clear, what's coming will shake many. And those who have not stayed rooted in me will be shaken out of place. That is not what I want for you. I want you firmly planted, fully covered, standing on a foundation that cannot be moved, no matter what changes around you. You've asked me to bless you, to open doors, to elevate you, to restore you, and I have not ignored those cries. But now I ask you, are you ready to let go of what's keeping you spiritually distracted? Are you ready to give me your full trust again, not just the parts that feel safe? Are you ready to live fully surrendered, even when it costs you something? Because what's coming is not for those who are halfway in. What I'm about to release is for the ones who are all in. You've been marked for something greater. That's why you felt the pressure you felt. That's why you've had to battle things others never had to face. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. But being chosen comes with spiritual weight. It comes with fire. It comes with pruning. Because I can't use what hasn't been purified. I can't send someone into battle who hasn't learned how to stand in the silence. And yes, I've been silent lately. Not because I wasn't working, but because I was watching to see what you'd do when it felt like I was far away. Comment 1515 if you felt that silence but still held on to faith. My child, your perseverance has moved me. You didn't even know how close you were to breakthrough, but you kept trusting. You didn't know how near the enemy was to collapsing, but you still praised. That is why you're about to see what others around you won't. That is why I'm pulling you in closer. The ones who endured the crushing are the ones I trust with the crown. The ones who didn't give up during the trial are the ones I will elevate without explanation. I'm shifting things around you right now, quietly, supernaturally. There are people being removed from your life, not to harm you, but to protect your spirit. There are plans falling through, not because I don't want to bless you, but because I'm making space for what's better. There are doors closing because I'm building a new path that doesn't require you to beg, compromise, or pretend. You've been trying to figure out why certain things felt off, why your peace seemed inconsistent, why your joy seemed fragile. It's because I was allowing you to feel the discomfort of a space you've outgrown. I was letting your spirit become restless because your next season requires more faith, more obedience, more holiness, more dependence on me. You've been praying for more, and I'm answering that prayer not just with gifts, but with growth. But you need to stay alert. The enemy knows you're on the verge of crossing into something powerful. That's why he's been trying to drag old temptations back in front of you. That's why the familiar has suddenly become appealing again. But hear me, child, what I pulled you out of is not your home anymore. The past cannot be your hiding place. You must walk forward even if your legs are trembling. There is glory waiting on the other side of your obedience. There is freedom on the other side of your surrender. But it won't be found by turning back. It won't be found by revisiting the very things I delivered you from. It will be found by walking forward, even when the road is narrow, even when it's lonely, even when it doesn't make sense. I have not brought you this far to let you fall. I have not done all this work in you just to abandon you now. But I need your full cooperation. This next part of your life requires maturity. It requires discernment. It requires sacrifice. It requires a yes that doesn't change when circumstances shift. I want to bless you in front of those who counted you out. I want to honor the faith you've had in secret. I want to give you more than you asked for, but only when your hands are free from what I never gave you to carry. You've been holding on to things that I've already removed my hand from. And that's why you've been feeling resistance. It's time to let go. It's time to release it. Trust me with the unknown, and I will show you what I've been preparing all along. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You don't need to figure everything out. You don't need all the answers. You just need to walk in step with me, one moment at a time, one prayer at a time, one act of obedience at a time. I will lead you. I will guide you. I will provide what you need exactly when you need it. But you must walk closely now. The time is short. The urgency is real. And I will not say this again. This is not a delay. This is not wasted time. This is alignment. This is correction. This is the moment where heaven draws close and whispers, I have not forgotten you. I've seen your weariness. I've watched you try to stay strong while things around you kept falling apart. But now I am stepping in not just to comfort you, but to change everything. You've asked me, why is it so hard lately? Why does it feel like I'm being stretched beyond my limit? And I tell you this because I'm preparing you for something greater. I've been stretching your capacity. I've been building your endurance. I've been developing strength in you that no one sees yet, but soon they will. They will look at your life and wonder how you made it through, and you will know it was me. You will know that I held you, I shaped you, I brought you through what others couldn't survive. Comment 1717 if you believe I'm preparing you for something greater. This season has felt like a wilderness, but it's not punishment, it's preparation. In the quiet, I've been teaching you. In the stillness, I've been speaking. I've removed the noise so you could finally hear me clearly. You've depended too long on people to validate your worth. You've leaned too much on circumstances to confirm your direction. But now, I've stripped it all away so you would lean fully on me. This is where real faith grows. Not in the crowd, not in the spotlight, but in the secret place. I've been separating you, not to isolate you, but to refine you. I've been cutting ties, not to hurt you, but to protect what I'm planting in you. You cannot carry everyone into your next season. Some people were only meant to walk with you for a while, but I have seen you clinging to them out of fear. Fear of loneliness, fear of rejection. But listen closely. When you let go of what no longer belongs, I will send what truly aligns. I will bring divine connections. I will send people who carry peace, not confusion. Purpose, not distraction. I know it's been lonely. I know it's been quiet. But even in the silence, I've been closer than your own breath. You're not abandoned. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. The emptiness you feel is not a sign of loss. It's space I've created to fill with something holy, something new, something beyond what you imagined when you first began this journey. But I need your full trust. Comment 1212 if you believe something new is coming from me. There is an anointing on your life that cannot be explained, and that is why you've been misunderstood. That's why you've been overlooked. But I did not create you to be like everyone else. I created you to carry something different. And yes, it's heavy. Yes, it costs you things others don't have to sacrifice. But you weren't made for ordinary. You weren't made for comfort. You were made to bring my light into places others fear to go. You carry my power. My presence walks with you. And you've wondered why people pull away when you start to grow spiritually. You've wondered why some can't handle your hunger for me. It's because what you carry exposes what they've ignored. But don't shrink back. Don't dim your fire to make others feel more comfortable. I didn't set you ablaze to have you hide the flame. Let it burn. Let it shine. You are becoming everything I said you would be, and the enemy can't stop what I've started. I've seen how you keep showing up when it's hard. I've seen how you keep praying even when answers seem far. That is why I'm about to reward you openly for what you did in secret. I'm about to honor the quiet obedience, the midnight tears, the silent trust. Others will think it happened suddenly, but you and I will know it came through surrender. It came through fire. It came through faith. You are about to walk into a divine turning point. The very atmosphere around your life is shifting. I am removing the fog that's clouded your vision. I am lifting the heaviness that's pressed on your chest. I am restoring the joy that was stolen, renewing the strength that was drained. But don't just celebrate the coming blessing. Prepare for it. Make room for what I'm about to pour out. Clean out the clutter in your mind. Release the bitterness. Let go of the fear. Forgive where I've asked you to forgive. That's how you make space for the miracle. And child, yes, it is a miracle. What I'm about to do for you, you will know it wasn't by your strength. It wasn't by connections. It wasn't by chance. It was me. So, when the doors open, don't boast. Don't point to your own ability. Give me the glory. Lift my name higher. Because when you honor me, I will establish you. I will defend you. I will expand what I've entrusted to you. There is favor coming that cannot be stopped, but it's tied to your obedience. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be flawless. But you must be willing. Willing to let go of what's been distracting you. Willing to let me guide your steps without resistance. Willing to trust even when the way is unfamiliar. This moment right now is sacred. The ground you're standing on wherever you are is holy because my presence is surrounding you. I'm touching the deepest parts of your soul. I'm healing wounds you never thought would close. I'm lifting burdens that you've carried so long you forgot what it felt like to breathe without pain. But I'm also giving you a warning again. Do not go back. Don't return to the people, places, or patterns I delivered you from. You've been asking, when, God? When will things finally shift? And I say to you, the shift begins when you respond to my instruction. Not when things look right. Not when you feel strong, but when you surrender. True surrender is the key to unlocking what I've been holding back, not to punish you, but to protect you. There are blessings I've kept hidden until your heart was ready to carry them, without pride, without distraction, without compromise. Comment Amen right now if you are opening your heart fully to me. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been walking with weights I never gave you. You've been entertaining voices I never sent. That's why your clarity has been distorted. That's why your spirit has felt distant, confused, weary. But I am lifting the fog now. I am speaking light into the areas that have felt like a battlefield. I am calling peace into the places where anxiety tried to make a home. You are not the person you used to be. Stop judging yourself by old patterns. Stop comparing yourself to your failures. I am doing a new thing, and that includes restoring how you see yourself. You are not weak. You are not broken beyond repair. You are chosen, and I need you to start walking like it. You are royalty. You are set apart. You are covered by grace. My angels have been surrounding you, and even though the enemy tried to break through, he failed. He tried to steal your mind, but I stepped in. He tried to destroy your confidence, but I protected the root of your identity. He tried to block your next move, but I preserved your promise. Comment 1111 if you believe I preserved something powerful for you. You've been on the edge of giving up more times than anyone knows. You've smiled through days that felt like collapse. You've prayed through storms that made no sense. But here you are, still standing, still hoping, still holding on to me even if your grip was weak. Let me tell you something, child. Your grip may have slipped, but mine never did. I've been holding you through every silent night, every confusing season, every unanswered prayer. And now, the answers are coming. Not all at once, not all the way you expected, but they are coming, and they are coming right on time. I'm not just healing your circumstances. I'm healing your soul. I'm restoring your joy. I'm reviving your laughter. I'm renewing your peace. Because you've been surviving for too long, and now it's time to live again. You've built walls to protect yourself, and I understand why. But now I need to break them down, not to expose you, but to heal you. You were not created to live guarded and afraid. You were created to live bold, free, whole, and covered by my spirit. This next season of your life will look nothing like your last one. You will not walk into it with the same burdens. You will not carry the same guilt. You will not keep recycling old fears. I'm doing a full reset, a total transformation, but that can only happen when you stop running, stop hiding, stop trying to figure everything out on your own. I'm not asking for your strategy. I'm asking for your trust. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be present. Come back into my presence daily. Talk to me. Listen for me. Walk with me. Not just when you need a breakthrough, but even when you don't understand the silence. Because even in the silence, I'm still working. I'm still guiding. I'm still loving you with a love that doesn't shift with your circumstances. You have to stop thinking I'm like people who gave up on you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not giving up. I'm not changing my mind about you. I knew every mistake you would make before you made it. And I still chose you. I still called you. I still see greatness in you. You're not disqualified. You're not too far behind. You are right on time for the plan I'm unfolding in your life. Yes, it's been painful, but pain has purpose when it's surrendered to me. I've been using it to purify your desires, to deepen your wisdom, to strengthen your spirit. And now, the pain will turn into power. The pressure will turn into promotion. The battle you fought in secret will become the testimony you speak in victory. You can't unhear what your soul already recognized. This is not coincidence. This is not emotion. This is revelation. I've been trying to reach you for a long time, and this moment is my mercy calling you home. You've been searching for direction, trying to understand why so much has shifted around you. Let me speak plainly now. I've been disrupting things that were never meant to remain. I removed what you didn't have the strength to walk away from. I dried up wells that fed you poison disguised as comfort. I ended connections that looked good on the surface, but were draining your spirit. You cried over closed doors, but I was protecting your future. What you thought was rejection was actually divine redirection. Comment 222. If you now understand why I had to close some doors, you didn't see what I saw. You didn't hear what was said behind your back. You didn't see how the enemy planted people close to you to subtly shake your confidence, make you question your value, and stop your progress. That's why I stepped in. I could not allow your destiny to be tied to what was never anointed for the next chapter, and though it hurt, though it felt unfair, I was saving you. You don't owe those people anger. You don't owe them revenge. You owe me your trust. I've called you into higher ground, and higher places require separation. You've been elevated spiritually, even if it doesn't look like it yet in the physical. You've matured. You've discerned more than ever. You've begun to hear me in ways you never used to. That's not random. That's evidence. Evidence that the wilderness worked, that the pressing produced something eternal in you. You may not have the full picture yet, but what I'm building in you is unshakable. And yes, you've been under attack. But don't let the warfare make you forget the weight of your calling. The battle has been intense because your assignment is unusual. You're not just another soul wandering through life. You're mine. And when I mark someone, all of hell notices. But that's why I've surrounded you with my protection. That's why certain attacks failed before they even reached you. You don't even know how many traps I canceled, how many dangers I blocked, how many plots I shattered in silence. Comment 333 if you believe I've protected you without you even knowing. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You felt like giving up. The pressure, the doubt, the spiritual heaviness, it all weighed down on you. But even when your prayers were weak, your faith whispered loud enough for me to hear. Even when your hands were trembling, your spirit clung to me. And that's why I'm not letting you fall. That's why this moment is happening right now. Because I'm calling you to rise. Not in your own strength, but in mine. Stop questioning if you're strong enough. Stop asking if you're worthy. I didn't call you because of what you had. I called you because of who I am. I knew the storm you'd face. I knew the seasons that would stretch you. And I still chose you. Not because you'd always get it right, but because I knew that even in your lowest moments, your heart would return to me. I want you to understand something deep right now. Your pain has not been wasted. Your losses have not been overlooked. I've collected every tear. I've remembered every night you prayed through silence. And I'm telling you, it's all about to shift. I'm not just going to heal you. I'm going to restore you. I'm not just going to bring peace. I'm going to give you purpose within the very place you were once broken. You thought you were just surviving. But in that survival, I was birthing strength. I was molding your voice. I was preparing you to speak from places of authenticity. I was making sure your character would match your calling. Because the doors I'm about to open can only stay open when you are deeply rooted in me. This next move isn't about speed, it's about stability. You're not going to run ahead and burn out this time. You're going to walk with wisdom and arrive with peace. But remember, This peace isn't found by avoiding pressure. It's found by walking with me in the middle of it. And I've never left you. You've felt distant, but that wasn't me. That was the noise, the stress, the confusion. But my hand never moved, my love never dimmed. I've been here, I've been steady, and now I'm calling you into rest. Not the kind of rest the world gives, not distraction, not escape, but real rest. Rest that calms your thoughts, rest that stills your spirit, rest that reminds you you are not responsible for holding everything together. I am. So breathe again. Release what you've been carrying. Let me shoulder it. Let me fight for you. Let me lead again. You don't have to pretend to be okay anymore. You don't have to prove your strength to anyone. You just have to say yes. Yes to me. Yes to trust. Yes to obedience. Yes to the path I've laid out. But I am telling you now, those moments were not wasted. They were preparing you for what I am releasing next. There are breakthroughs coming that only a heart like yours could carry, because you've been broken open and made deeper. You are not the same person who entered the storm. You are stronger, wiser, and more spiritually alert. That's what I was after all along. I wasn't just removing things from your life, I was revealing what could no longer go with you. I wasn't trying to destroy your comfort, I was trying to build your character. And even now, I want you to know that I haven't changed my mind about you. My plan still stands. The promise is still alive, and I'm about to finish what I started. Comment 555 if you believe I'm still finishing what I began in your life. The enemy has whispered lies into your ears. He told you that too much time has passed. He said you're too behind, that your best days are already over. But hear me, I am the one who makes all things new. I restore time. I redeem lost years. I give fresh beginnings that don't depend on the calendar or the approval of others. I am not limited by what man calls delay. I am the Redeemer, and I'm about to prove that over your life. There's a shift happening even now. As you listen, in your spirit, something is awakening. It's my spirit stirring inside of you again, reviving dreams you gave up on, healing parts of your heart that you buried. I'm not just healing the pain, I'm reigniting your purpose. I'm breathing on the gifts I placed in you long ago. You haven't missed your moment. You're right on time for what I'm about to do. The very battles you thought would destroy you have only qualified you for greater strength and greater glory. Comment 1313 if you feel something reviving in you right now. Let me remind you of something. I don't do anything halfway. If I start healing you, I'll finish it. If I open a door, no one can shut it. If I promise restoration, I don't mean just a little. I mean full, complete, overflowing restoration. That's what I'm doing in your life now. Not just fixing what was broken, but making it stronger than before. Not just answering prayers, but exceeding expectations. Not just showing up, I'm showing out for you, because you remained faithful even when it hurt. Your name has been spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet. Your future is being prepared even while you sleep. I am the God who works in silence, who moves when you least expect it, who blesses you in the face of every lie that said you wouldn't make it. I've been keeping count not of your failures, but of your faithfulness. Every tear you sowed in pain is coming back as a harvest of joy. Every battle you fought when no one else knew is being turned into a testimony that will bless others. But I need you to stay close, not just emotionally, not just with good intentions, but in obedience. Don't get distracted now. Don't fall for the traps that look tempting but lead nowhere. The enemy knows your potential, and he fears it. That's why the temptations have been louder lately. That's why old habits are trying to return. But remember, you're not who you used to be. You've been refined. You've been changed. And this is the moment where you prove it by choosing me again. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You don't have to earn my love. You already have it. But your obedience will unlock access. Your willingness to trust me fully will open doors that effort alone never could. Stop trying to force things that aren't aligned with my voice. People I can't drove, will they all the ready to round, will they alight? Done gone to ready to ready to ready to ready to ready to ready. Stop chasing what I already told you to release. When you truly let go, I will fill your hands with what was meant for you. And what I give you cannot be shaken, stolen, or stopped. I'm restoring joy to your home. I'm restoring clarity to your mind. I'm restoring strength to your body. What felt dry will overflow. What felt cold will burn with new fire. But it starts with your yes. That is the only thing I'm asking from you, yes. Not a perfect record, not a long list of achievements. Just a heart that says, God, I'm ready. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to walk with me one step at a time. Trust that I see the full picture. Trust that my timing is still perfect, even when it feels late. Trust that every delay had a reason, and every no was making room for a better yes. I love you, not just when you pray, not just when you worship. I love you when you're confused. I love you when you're doubting. I love you when you mess up. And I never stop. Nothing you do makes me love you more. Nothing you do makes me love you less. My love is constant, immovable, unshakable. That's the anchor you need in this season. Not the approval of people, not the comfort of certainty. My love. That's where you're safe. I need your heart open. I need your spirit surrendered. Because what I'm about to release isn't just for comfort, it's for calling. It's not just about getting you through this, it's about launching you into everything I designed you to become. I've allowed this stretching because I'm enlarging your capacity. You weren't made for small places. You weren't made for limited thinking. You weren't made to survive in spiritual cages. I created you to carry weight. Not the weight of the world, but the weight of glory. And that glory is starting to settle over you now. It may feel heavy, but it's holy. It may feel unfamiliar, but it's divine. You're not walking under pressure. You're walking under my presence. Comment 777. If you feel the shift happening in your spirit right now. There were seasons where you didn't understand why people walked away, why opportunities dried up, why doors slammed in your face after you prayed for them to open. But now I need you to see it through my eyes. Those weren't losses, they were layers. Layers I peeled off to reveal the real you, the stronger you, the anointed you, the one who would stop chasing approval and start standing in identity. You see, I've been forming a version of you that can't be shaken. The kind of version that's not moved by emotions or manipulated by opinions. The kind of person who walks in authority, not insecurity. You thought I was stripping you down to nothing, but I was refining you to purity. I was cutting back what was never meant to stay, so that I could reveal the fruit I planted in you long before the world had a chance to label you. I've been rewriting your story from a place of victory. What was meant to harm you is now becoming a reason for your praise. What the enemy used to try to silence you is now becoming your platform to speak. You are stepping into the chapter where everything starts to make sense, where pain meets purpose, where sorrow turns into strength, where tears become testimonies. Comment 1717. If you believe this is the beginning of something brand new, I'm not giving you back what you lost, I'm giving you something better. Stop looking for the old to be restored. I'm not in the business of reviving what I removed. I'm doing something new. And it's bigger, deeper, more beautiful than what you thought you wanted. That's why it had to take time. That's why I made you wait, not to punish you, but to prepare the kind of blessing that lasts. Temporary satisfaction was never my plan for you. I want legacy. I want eternity. I want fruit that remains. And yes, there will be some who don't understand your journey. They'll see the favor but not the fire. They'll see the harvest but not the heartache. But don't waste time trying to explain what I'm doing. Let your life speak. Let your obedience echo louder than words. What I'm doing in you will be undeniable. Those who doubted will watch. Those who mocked will witness. And through it all, my name will be glorified. There's a stirring in the spirit. It's not just emotion, it's divine confirmation. I'm aligning things. I'm shifting things. I'm bringing order to where there was chaos. I'm setting things in place that have been out of sync for years. Even now, angels are being dispatched to remove blockages, to break barriers, to release what's been held up. Your obedience has triggered movement in heaven. Don't retreat now. Don't give up right before the breakthrough. I know it still feels heavy. I know some days it still hurts. But child, you're almost there. You're closer than you realize. The pressure you're feeling isn't punishment, it's delivery. Something is being born in you. A version of yourself that hell tried to destroy is about to rise. And when it does, nothing will look the same again. I'm turning weakness into worship. I'm turning confusion into clarity. I'm turning exhaustion into overflow. And you won't have to chase it. You won't have to beg for it. It will come to you, because it was always yours. The enemy just tried to delay it, distract you from it, and discourage you out of it. But your faith refused to quit. Your spirit kept crying out, and I've heard every word. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you, starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This isn't just recovery, it's resurrection. What looked dead is about to live again. What was buried under disappointment is about to break through the surface. And it won't just be for your benefit, it will overflow into others. Your obedience is about to bless people you've never even met. Your surrender is about to shake atmospheres far beyond your own life. That's how I work. I take what looks ordinary and I breathe my spirit on it. I take the overlooked and I make them a light. I take the broken and I use them to heal others. That's you. That's your story. That's the anointing you carry. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right on schedule for a miracle that will redefine what you thought was possible. You've asked me, God, why is it taking so long? And I've waited for this moment to answer clearly, because what I'm preparing is too sacred to rush. Because the blessing I've designed for you requires deeper roots. Because your future needed you to grow in strength before I handed you more. I wasn't withholding it out of anger. I was preparing it out of love. What good is a blessing if you're not ready to carry it with maturity and grace? What good is an open door if you don't have the discernment to know who shouldn't walk through it with you? Comment 999 if you trust my timing, even when you don't understand it. I've been pruning you, quietly, silently, deeply, and pruning hurts. It cuts. It feels like loss, but it's love. I cut off the parts that would only weigh you down. I stripped away the distractions so that your spirit could hear me again. I allowed you to feel empty so that you would finally hunger for me above all. And look where it brought you back to this moment. Back to me. Not because you were forced, but because your soul knows I am the only one who holds what you've been aching for. You've chased many things, hoping they would bring peace. You've looked for comfort in places I never sent you. but every time it left you hollow. Every time it left you more tired, more confused, more drained. That's because you were created to be filled by me alone. And now I'm asking you, are you ready to let me fill you again? Not with temporary feelings, but with lasting truth. Not with what's easy, but with what's eternal. Comment 1010 if you're ready to be filled by me, fully and completely. This time, it will be different. This time, you won't walk into the next chapter alone. I'm going before you. I'm surrounding you. I'm assigning angels to walk with you. I'm giving you clarity you've never had. The confusion is lifting. The shame is leaving. The past no longer defines you. You are being made new. Even now, chains are breaking off of your thoughts. Strongholds are being shattered in silence. You don't even see the full weight of what I'm removing, but you will feel the freedom it leaves behind. You've been too hard on yourself. You've carried guilt I never asked you to carry. You've punished yourself for things I already forgave. But I'm washing that away now. I'm restoring tenderness to your heart. You've had to be strong for so long that you forgot what it's like to be still in my presence. So today, just rest. Just receive. Just let me love you without resistance.